Hello, I am going to do a video for someone that suggested they needed to know how to do a gang sheet in Photoshop using the Epson F570 printer where you're printing several images on a sheet in Photoshop for Windows. So first we're going to go to New File. And we're going to change this right away to inches. And the width, she's using a 24-inch roll. If you're using a 17-inch, you can put 17 inches. And since we're putting 10 images on the roll, side by side, two side by side, I have figured them out. We would need 65 inches. And we're going to have a transparent background. The color profile must be the working RGB, which is sRGB IEC 61966-21. Also the color mode RGB and 8-bit and square pixels. And we're going to hit OK. And this is where we're going to put her 10 images on a 24-inch roll. Now I'm going to go to File and Open. I'm going to get my graphic. I'm not using hers. I'm going to use one of mine. It's really not mine. Okay. This is the image. And I'm going to change the size, the image size. She wants it as 10 inches by 11. The first thing I'm going to do is unlock the layer, and then I'm going to go 10 inches. Oops. 10 inches, let me get rid of this, by 11 inches in height. Okay, so we've got the 10 by 11, that's the size she wants. We've unlocked the layer, and then the fun part is, you see I'm on here, you see this, I'm going to drag it with the left mouse button down and bring it to our setting over here. So once I go up here and let it know it's going there, I'm going to, still keeping my left finger on the mouse button, you can see that. I'm just going to let go. And there it is. So, and you can see it is 10 by 11. And what you want to do is, since we're going to make 10 of them, we want them all the same size, so we're going to go to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. Brings up another one, so there's 2, Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. Edit, copy, edit, paste, until we get 10 of them. I'm just going to keep doing this. Doesn't have to be the same image. You can bring other images in as well. Edit, copy, edit, paste. And you want to leave enough room also. I'll do this real fast. And edit, copy, edit, paste. I'm going to move these down. Move this away till I have a row of 5 on each side. So I need 1, 2 more. Edit, copy, edit, paste, edit, copy, edit, paste. Okay, so that should bring me maybe 2 more. And you want to make sure you also leave room on the bottom. So that spacing is pretty good. Alright, next we're going to print them. So what you're going to do is go to File and Print. Okay. We haven't set up the paper in the printer yet, so it doesn't really know the size. It thinks it's letter. So we're going to get the settings in a second. Maybe. There we go. Wait. I don't want this. I've got to set up the printer first. So let me set up my printer. There we go. So I must have hit something wrong. Okay. So we're going to first make sure you have the right printer. Print settings. And remember we made this 24 by 65. So I'm going to go to settings. I already have it as user defined. That's right there. And I want it as portrait. I'm going to hit OK, and then here I'm going to go to user defined again, and I'm going to put the width of 24 by 65. Okay. Don't want that. Okay. 24 by 65. Always something when you're making a video. So the width is going to be the roll of 24 inches. The height we set up as 65. Make sure you have inches. Okay. And now I have a 17-inch roll in there and it's telling me this is wrong. So I'm just going to leave it as is. Make sure you have off no color adjustment because you're using Photoshop, not the printer settings. I always have mine on maximum quality. If you don't want as much ink, just put it on quality. Take it off high speed. But I have mine on max. Never leave high speed on. Finest detail. Sometimes I use it, but it puts down a lot of ink. I also check print preview. I go to advanced. I make sure save roll is checked so that it will stop at the end and cut. If you don't have this, this will keep going. I don't do anything else with this. Back to printer settings. I have this because I already told it 24 inches and I have 17, so just ignore that. So we're going to hit OK. We're going to go down here and it's going to remind you to disable the printer color management because you're using Photoshop. Make sure your dock profile is the sRGB as we set up. Photoshop manages the color, not printer. Photoshop. You make sure your profile, you have a choice of textile or I think it's the other one, rigid. Don't use rigid because it makes everything dark. Normal printing, relative color metric. I use that because I want the exact colors. If you use perceptual, that is for face tones, and if you're doing a picture, skin tones, you would use that. Black point compensation, make sure you have that checked. It's very important. And then down there, I have it centered. Excuse my dog. There's nothing else. I do, and then I have match print colors, and then I hit print, but I'm not going to print it, I'm going to hit done. So that'll bring me back, and that should explain how to make duplicates on a roll for your F570 Photoshop in Windows. Bye-bye.